really great group. They've also been talking about summer. We've been talking about summer.
We have.
Summer anime.
We talked a lot about summer.
Yeah.
Not that you would know it from our weather.
Yeah.
Our weather's been all over the place. Like this podcast.
Yeah, it has been all over the place. So if you guys check out the site this time, or this week, Thursday, we're going to have a cool summer preview going up for all the anime that's coming, and not all of it, just kind of some of the things that we wanted to highlight.
Actually.
Thursday.
No, we thought we got an email that's actually...
I don't know.
Okay. It'll be later this week.
Yes.
Yeah. So later this week, we're going to have a thing about our kind of picks of summer. Since a lot of stuff comes out, we just want to pick up some that are notable. So what are you guys excited for this summer? Like, what are the standouts too? Because there's a lot of really cool, promising shows coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's your tops.
Gangsta.
Yeah.
So it's by Manglobe. It's being produced by Manglobe, and they're the people behind things like Samurai Champloo and Michiko and Hatchin, which just started a couple weeks ago on Toonami. I think it's on Saturday nights. Everyone go watch that. It's awesome. It's amazing. Anyway, so it's by the same studio, and I don't know. It seems like that wonderful sort of contrast to all the sort of high school cutesy wootsy stuff, or sort of magical girl stuff, or future tech stuff. Like, this is sort of a gritty reality show.
Yeah, it is the same name, so it's like intended for older audiences a little bit, which is nice because it's always good to have like just a variety of shows to break up what you've had. Like, we had a lot of music shows lately, and also like a lot of food shows. I mean, I say a lot, and I can think of 2 of each of them, but you know,
that feels like a lot.
After season, having kind of like a new one. So
it's just different. I mean, it's got like, you know, these sort of bounty hunters that work with the police, and they'll work with people, you know, or they'll take on bounties that even the police won't touch, kind of thing. And then there's like one of the bounty hunters is like, he's deaf, so they have to communicate him with that way. And then there's a, you know, kindly nurse and a gun-toting prostitute, and it's super gritty. And it's something that I'm really looking forward to, just because I know that
it's something to break up the moe.
Yeah, something to break up the moe. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with moe. If you're into it, that's great, but it's just something different. So that is my pick.
Yeah.
Oh, we only get one pick. Okay.
I mean, you can pick 2 or 3. 20, 5, whatever.
It's all of them.
You do you.
Gosh, I'm trying to decide. So I think the one that I'm personally most excited about is, I think the English title is Snow White with the Red Hair.
Yes.
Which is kind of this, when I saw the description, it reminded me so much of this really famous Korean drama.
Jewel in the Palace.
Jewel in the Palace. And so that's kind of like a similar story in the whole, like, okay, so there's this girl who's, becomes a physician, a doctor, I can enunciate words. But then there's like this twist to it where, you know, she has to like run off to this other neighboring country. So I'm kind of wondering to see like how they take the story and kind of make it unique. So I don't know.
Yeah, I love the idea of Snow White becomes a doctor. I don't know why. That just really intrigues me.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious why they use that as the English name too. So I don't know. I guess from my description, it doesn't sound very super exciting, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. And the animation looks so pretty.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be on Funimation, right? Mm-hmm. So I really love new anime seasons and getting new shows and new live cool stuff, but it always takes a while to see where it's going to stream. It's like, please, someone pick this up. Please, someone pick up the show. It's like there's a lot that we're still waiting to be announced that have to get picked up. Like God Eater, no one's picked that one up or officially picked it up yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball hasn't been officially announced who's picked that up yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's
so we're still waiting on
that up.
Of course. Like there's no way that's not hanging simulcast.
Yeah, I know.
So I have thoughts. But is that the one that you're like mainly just excited for?
Well, there's that, and there's also I don't know if many people will echo me on this one, but I'm also looking forward to Castletown Dandelion, which is a show about, you know, there's like these 9 royal siblings, and they're all being filmed constantly. And so basically the entire nation is watching so they can, you know, vote for who they want to be the next, you know, ruler of the kingdom. Mm-hmm. Huh. And the story is supposed to be about like one of the sisters who doesn't want to be on camera at all, which I can relate to on a level, because I get super self-conscious sometimes, you know, even now still. So I just kind of want to see if they're going to take that in a fun direction, in a, you know, a silly direction, if it's going to, you know, I mean, it's comedy, but I just want to see what they do with it.
Reality show about royals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
That's cool. I think that one's also on Funimation, right?
That one is too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Ushio and Tora. So when I was at a Bandai Namco event, they had the CEO of CyberConnect 2. They do Naruto Shippuden, like Ultimate Ninja Storm and all those. And their CEO, Hiroshi Matsuyama, he was really cool. Like he cosplays as Naruto whenever he goes to events. Not always, but he will. And when we went to go interview him about the Ninja Storm series, he was dressed up. I was like, cool. It was really funny.
Did you get video?
It's expensive. No, I took a picture though.
Oh.
I do have photos. I mean, it's just kind of cool to see that passion for someone who like makes their games. And it's something I really like to see in developers. And so I was like, hey, you know, you work on Naruto, and they also had a JoJo's game and stuff. And I was like, hey, what anime do you guys watch? So, because that's obviously super important. And he said he was like looking forward, like this was before spring started, and he was saying he was looking forward to Kekai Sensen and like a lot of other stuff. And when manga he said everybody needs to read before they die was Ushio and Tora. And he's like, this is like one of the best, you know, manga out there. You know, if you haven't read it, you should definitely watch it, or read it. They had an OVA for it back in the 90s, which is cool, but I mean, it's obviously inaccessible right now. But now we have a new anime, and it's done by MAPPA, and I like MAPPA, so I'm very excited to see what they have. If you don't know what this is, it's about a kid who has to go fight demons, and a demon that his ancestors sealed away a long time ago. In order for that kid to go save people and to fight the demons, he has to unleash this demon his ancestors, you know, sealed away, because he's sealed away with like this spear, and he needs it to go, you know, take out the bad guys. So it's kind of weird because it's like, well, don't kill me. I'm gonna let you out now, you know. So it's very exciting, and I don't know. It just sounds really promising, especially with the very, you know, high recommendation for the manga. Like, I don't know, obviously, how faithful it will be. I definitely would like to check out the manga eventually, too. But that is one I am excited for. Of course, Dragon Ball Super. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
It's been, I think, 18 years since the last Dragon Ball show. So that's pretty sure that's what it was. Like, at first I was like 15 or 12. It's like, no, it's been longer than that.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
And also,
crazy.
are they ignoring GT? Is that the one that they're kind of ignoring?
Yeah, because it's after Majin Buu arc. I think that was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So then GT came after that. So I think they are passing over. But they are including the new movies. So I know Resurrection F. Yes. Whatever. Like, there's like of F, parentheses, F, just F.
Yep. There's a new trailer recently, too.
Yeah,
that
we have it on like IGN, the English trailer. Of course, like, this has been out in Japan, so people are like, well, this isn't new. It's like, well, the English trailer is new.
Yeah.
You know, so like, if you like dubs, of course, that's a deal. But I'm excited because I've been doing a lot of research on Dragon Ball. I mean, that sounds dumb, but it's like,
yeah, there's a lot of episodes and a lot of
like
manga.
a series like that, it does require
like,
research.
There's no way I can go back and watch all of that before it starts. And I would like to see how accessible it is for somebody new entering the series. Even if you have like a small like pocket of information, like, whoa, let me check this pocketbook. I remember who this character is, you know? Yeah. Taking notes. So this is one thing I'm really interested in seeing in how accessible, because obviously I think people who want to know about Dragon Ball maybe didn't get around.
It's literally a generation later. So you're going to have you're going to have young kids watching who know nothing about the original Dragon Ball series.
Yeah, I didn't get to see Dragon Ball Z or GT or anything, because when I was, at least for Dragon Ball Z, when I was really young, my parents didn't let me watch it because it was really violent, and they're like, no, don't watch that. Like, that's not for you. And I was like, oh, okay, Mom. You know, thanks, Mom. No, and that's like, no, I'm missing out on this. Just kidding. Sorry, Mom, love you.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, no, sometimes I watch this and they're like, I heard what you said. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. Anyway, but yeah, Dragon Ball Super is super exciting. Super. Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, so of course there's tons of excitement for that, and I have like 5 papers here. Jeez.
I know we have all the shows.
Yeah, and the last one definitely is God Eater, because Ufotable is great. I really love what they did with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. They had amazing fights and animation.
I'm wary.
And yeah,
I'm wary.
God Eater is like, they have the games. I never.
They have the PSP games, cool. But I haven't found many anime that translates well.
From games?
Like, I know people really like Fate Stay Night, but I watched a couple episodes and I was like, it's okay. Like, what was the other thing? Gangsta Stratos was based on a video game, if I remember this correctly, and I couldn't get into that either, and that was this past spring, and it was just, there's not enough to work with in terms of story and characters. So things are happening, but they're not logical. They're not something you're like, okay, even if I suspend my disbelief, I'm going to get behind this. It's a hard sell for me. So I'm really hoping that God Eater, because the premise is really cool, you know, where you have these special soldiers that are trained to go after these aliens, basically using the aliens like DNA or something like that. And it's like, it's a really cool concept, but I don't know if it's going to translate well from the game series.
So I'm assuming this is going to have a lot of action, and Ufotable does a beautiful job with animation, especially with action, as we saw with Fate Stay Night. So I have faith. That's what I'm excited for. I'm just excited to see people beating up those aliens, getting those fights. Go fight. So that's what I'm excited for. I mean, if it has to happen, then whatever.
Sorry,
just die already.
I'm not
teasing you a little. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I don't make any characters that I hate.
Did Charlotte
then,
get
fine.
picked up?
Yes.
Maybe?
I don't remember if that was on Funimation's list.
I don't remember seeing it. That's why I asked. It's like,
And Crunchyroll hasn't.
So tell us a little bit
announced-
about Charlotte. Are you excited for that, Megan? I think I am. I mean,
I don't know.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
I'm a little bit wary because I feel like Elena and I were talking about this. Anything that it sounds like has a cool description, we're a little wary because it's like, what if it turns out to be like super disappointing? You know, I mean, the flip side is like my love story. It was kind of a mad description, but then ended up being
we're just
really
afraid to
good.
love.
Yeah.
you guys are just so cynical. I'm just like, yeah, everything's gonna be great. It's fine. No.
Well, I'm glad one of us is an optimist.
I can be the positive one.
Like I feel like you or whatever from Winnie the Pooh. I'm just always kind of down in the doldrums.
Yeah, you're the Eeyore. No, Elena's the Eeyore. She's Simon Cowell too.
Wow.
What?
She's no. All right, so are you Eeyore?
Trying to picture
Elena
that, like,
Simon
as a
Cowell.
cross, like a cross of the two.
Yeah, like
That's some weird hair.
yeah, that is some really weird hair. Cool accent though.
Oh, jeez. Well, guys, let us know
Anime.
what you're excited for. Yay,
Woo!
anime.
Yay,
Yeah, just
anime.
let us know what you guys are looking forward to. I mean, obviously, there's a lot we didn't hit on. There's more that we want to see coming. But we'll see what's up here soon.
This weekend starts.
Yeah, so
all the craziness starts.
yeah, I'm excited. Also, you might see some anime reviews on IGN soon. What?